In Hebrew writings, a name was very important as it meant something about the person's character, or perhaps it was prophetic of what they would do in life. So this week we're going to examine the names that are given to God throughout the Old and New Testament. Good morning, this is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Monday. When Moses sought to have a name for God, he needed something to give to the Hebrew people whenever he went to Egypt to free them from captivity and slavery. So he asked God, "Whom shall I say has sent me to liberate this people?" And God gave Moses the term, "I am that I am hath sent you." The name that was recorded in the original Hebrew was YHWH. Now, presumably because we have a preference for vowels in our words, we have changed that to YahWeh, YAHWEH. And this name was used often in the Hebrew language back in the early days of the scriptures. Many scholars and rabbis have noted that the letters YHWH actually represent breathing sounds, or sort of like aspirated consonants. When this name is pronounced without the intervening vowels, it actually sounds like one's breathing. Yeah. When you inhale and when you exhale. So, taken in this manner, we can hear a baby's first cry. His very first breath is actually calling out the name of God. Or even a deep sigh calls his name. Or a groan or a gasp, sometimes too heavy for mere mortal words, but expressing our deepest feelings, and we're calling on the name of God. Come to think of it, even an atheist would speak the name of God, of course, unaware that their very breathing is given constant acknowledgement of God himself. And likewise, a person leaves this earth with that last breath when God's name is no longer filling their lungs. So at those times in life when I can't really utter anything, my cry is calling out the name of the Lord. Being alive and breathing, I speak out his name constantly without even noticing it. So God's name is heard the loudest perhaps when I'm the quietest, just listening to myself breathing. Sometimes in sadness, we breathe out those heavy sighs, and we've spoken God's name. In joy, our lungs sometimes feel like they're going to burst. It's God's blessing filling us with his word or with his name. And in fear, sometimes we hold our breath. We may have to be even told to breathe slowly in order to calm ourselves. And when we're about to undertake something hard, we take that deep breath, for we're speaking the name of God. When you think about it, breathing is giving him praise even in the toughest moments of our lives. God gave himself a name that we can't help but speak every moment we're breathing. All of us, waking, sleeping, fearful, or calm, we breathe the name of God from our lips over and over and over again. And now that we realize that we are speaking the name of God, let's be more conscious about calling on him when we actually speak his name, YahWeh.